Hello? We live? Hello, everyone. Hi there. How are we all doing today? Everybody say hi to my friend in the background right here, huh? Look at this queen. Uh-huh. How are we doing today, everybody? See lots of people talking in the chat already. At Tiny Man Rivs, good name, says, I don't like Hammond Collection that much, but Beasts of the Mesozoic is amazing. And I've got to agree with you. I do like the Hammond Collection, though, but Beasts of the Mesozoic is pretty good. At Dinosaur Lover says, Gary Lobster is bid. Don't know exactly what that means to say, but I do love lobsters. I don't think I've ever talked about that on the channel. I have a lobster hat, which is right here. And sorry, this is just a terrible rabbit hole I'm going to go on. I got a lobster hat right here. I got a lobster sweatshirt that I got when I went to Maine, Menimsha Bay, if anybody knows that. So just shout out lobsters. Really big fans of those guys. When I'm on YouTube and I need to just like watch something while I eat, I look up videos of lobsters and fish tanks. Hello, everyone. Hello. Estimate 2,193 says, where did you get the Hammond Collection Indominus Rex at? I was lucky. I was in Hawaii at the time that this went up for pre-order on the Target website, and I managed to get it, and that was pretty nice. I just knew that it would be going up at around 8 a.m. this time, what is EST time, and I was in Hawaii time, which is 6 hours before, so I was just up, and I was looking at Target, waiting to see if it would come in stock, and it did, and I got it. It does look a little gross. Osip says it looks disgusting. In person, I'm going to say the thing that every toy reviewer has said. In person, it looks a little better. But yeah, the spaghetti teeth are terrible. And then it's way too gray. I have to really get it out to see the proportions and stuff. But we'll see. Luke Hobby Time says, can you watch my Hammond Collection Gallimimus review? Sure, I'll go do that after the stream. Everybody, go check out Luke Hobby Time. Go check out his channel and give his video a watch. I hope he doesn't say anything terribly mean or rude, because I don't shout out the rude people. Jurassic Zandman says, Gooey Gary. I like that. Please do a video of doing stop motion with it. That would be a big thing to do. You guys, if you don't like the one video a month schedule, I think it would get a lot worse if I was doing stop motion. Where's the Hammond Collection lobster? I've been saying that, right? I've been saying that since day one. Got lobster lore. Stop motion, I don't know, says, do your teeth have blood on it? Mine did. Yeah, it looks like it does, which is a cool detail if that's meant to be that. It's either that or like shoddy paintwork, right? Nighthawk asks, Gary, is it the worst giant carnivore in the Hammond Collection? Yeah, definitely. Deep Pooley, good to see you. Deep Pooley asks, did you see the Nanmu tease for the upcoming Ember Rex? Looks like it'll have a variant that will look like Buck. So Buck again. Funny that you mentioned Nanmu. Give me one moment. Slide this crap out of the way. We'll get to it later. He's gorgeous. Are you talking about me? Because you're not talking about she. Dominus Rex is a she. We all know that. Oh. What's in this box? What's in this big box? I saw a couple people mention Nanmu Spino. Here's mine. His tail's missing at the moment, so he can fit in the box. But there might be something else right here in my big Nanmu box that we'll have a video on later this week talking about. So there's your little hint for something. A better. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, just get this out of the way. We might talk about that more later. We'll see. Holy Indonesia, Spino for life says. Yeah. The Indonesia Rex. Deep Pulley says, can't wait for the 2-hour-long comparison video. Yeah, I know. That's how it is. I make a 40-minute comparison video. Rhino Dinospino, good to see you. Says my Indom got back ordered. Is that bad? Yeah, probably. I don't know. Target's up to a lot of wacky stuff, ain't they? Right? I managed to get mine in time. My Hypsilophodon said it's coming on the way. It said it just shipped. I ordered the Hypsilophodon and the Dilophosaurus at the exact same time, and the Dilophosaurus now says back ordered, which is like, okay, right? Whatever. I ordered them at the same time. They should have come at the same time, no? Am I wrong? We also have some other things, though, and I think we're going to get to these first to build anticipation, right? We have the Beast of the Mesozoic, Pachycephalosaurus, which I'm very excited for. I've wanted this guy for a while. He's been gassed up to me by a lot of people. Looks pretty great. And then we have one I'm even more excited for, which is the Smilodon. Is that not some gorgeous box art there? Sorry, my lighting, it's giving him a holy halo. This is we have Raptor Jesus. What should this guy be? Saint Smilodon? Big kitty? Yeah. He's pretty cool looking. I can't wait to get into him. Then we also have some mail, some letters. I love these. This one from Mick Daniels is all it says on it. And then one from Emily Long. I have to apologize to whoever this is from if you're in chat. This letter with some very cute artwork was in my old car that got totaled in, what was that? Was that April? Yeah. And I didn't realize this was still in the in the freaking what do you call it? In the car. And it was there for a while. So I finally went and got it. And it's just a couple months late, which sucks. So that's how it is. Okay. We've got this. And then we've also got a box from Ryan Raptor. Ryan Raptor, if you're here. I always like when people are, in the chat live when we're talking about it. So Ryan Raptor, if you're out there at me, I'll hopefully see it. If Ryan Raptor sends a message, everybody freaks out and tells me, all right? Yeah, Deep Wooly says, you looted the corpse of the Gary Mobile. Oof. Yeah, that's what it's like. I had to do that. I had to go get the license plate off it and all that stuff. Smilodon Smiley. Spino for Life says that. I like that. That's cute. Hugo Indominus says, can we have a quick review of the Spinosaur variant from Nanmu? Yeah, that happened. It was called Spino v Spino. It was in there. Anton Bese says, I received my Hammond Collection Dimetrodon yesterday. It's hard to talk sometimes, guys. Dinosaur Lover says, Gary, we need more lobsters, man, with like 1 billion exclamation points. That's exciting. I want to ask a question for everyone. Rhino Dino says, Todd is love, Todd is life. I like that. How many of you have found the Indominus Rex in store, right? Does that happen for anyone? Gosh, it's so tall. It's so tall. Dallas Walton asks for a happy birthday, Gary. Dallas, I hope you're having a great birthday. Has anyone seen it in store? No? I'm not really actually seeing any yeses. Yeah. Okay. Stop Motion says they did. Miles to Axolotl says yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've seen videos of people finding it, but like, I don't think I've actually ever seen it in the store. My Target, I never see Hammond Collection stuff consistently till like a month after it comes out. And I have not seen a large carnivore since the Giganotosaurus, which I guess is only 2 carnivores ago. It's only Spinosaurus and Indom since then. I'd put it to a vote on which one we're going to open first, but I know that everybody's going to say Indominus Rex, right? You guys want me to open the Indominus first? I want to open, I think we'll go smallest to biggest, right? I think we'll open, some mail that's long overdue, okay? This is from McDaniels. That's all it says on it. And it has this cute illustration on the back. There's a big mosasaurus in the ocean. There's a little guy on the beach, and he's looking a little confused. He's like, wait, where is he? Oh. Shout out McDaniels. And there's also a little T-Rex in heaven, question mark? Or is he just there? Anyways, let's get this open. Try not to destroy the artwork. And McDaniels, if you're seeing this, or if you're seeing this in the future, please forgive me. I'm really sorry. Oh, yeah, I completely forget that the Scorpius Rex is also part of this wave, isn't it? You know? It's funny that he exists and he's only available on Target. Okay, here's our letter from McDaniels. Dear Gary, hello, I love your videos. I think they're very fun. My favorites are the custom repaints. Speaking of, if I sent you a dinosaur, could you repaint it and send it back to me? If you want to discuss, and then he gives his information, please blur that. If not, just enjoy the picture. Thank you, Doug. I have been thinking about that. Getting into a lot more customizing. I'm working on setting up my own setup. And I've been thinking strongly, very much, about opening a eBay page. But I hope that answers your question, Doug. And let's see what artwork he made. Oh, that's fantastic. Guys, look at that. Oh, I love that. Do you guys see how cool this is? Oh my gosh. I love the posing on it, as well as the colors are so great. It's obviously the Camo Extreme Spinosaurus, the jungle camo. I cannot wait to put this on my wall. This is so cool. Yeah. Wow. Broken Sukamima says, did Gary the Gooner just become Gary the Broke with this stream? No, most of these were birthday gifts. Well, Packy and Smilodon were birthday gifts. And you might say, well, that's pretty great. And I would say, yeah, thank you to my parents. But also I got a record player, which was the most, these guys were additions to the record player. But that is so cool. Let's bring the boy in. And I think, I mean, he's attacking a Ceratosaurus, pinning him down, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, T-Rex, and Carnotaurus style. But if we bring my Spino in, look at that! Isn't that great? Wow, I love that. I'm gonna come back and take a screenshot of this later because I think that's so neat. Wow, it looks really cool. It's got such this great cartoony style to it. It kind of looks like early Cartoon Network, if you know what I mean. This looks like if a Spinosaurus had to be in the like, what do you call it? Well, that kind of like Gennady Tarkovsky color scheme, or you know, design philosophy, like Powerpuff Girls or Dexter's Lab, something like that. Really cool. Thank you so much, Doug. That is awesome. We'll go ahead and get this big boy out of the way. Stop motion, I don't know, says, please review Metrocanthosaurus. Yeah, I wish. Oh, yeah. Rhino Dinospino says primal is peak. Obviously, that's the most obvious reference is the dinosaur cartoon by Gennady Tarkovsky. How do you say his name? Most typical, like, American person. I can't just, like, pronounce anything by any other language. Okay. This is from Emily Long, is what it says. Let's see. What is in here? A little bit of singing. Oof. Ah! Raptor, Rapt X0 says, sup Gary, and gives a $9.99. That's very nice of you. How you doing? I'm friends with him. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff in here. I'm going to see if there's a note first. That's very generous of you to send me some money, but you don't have to do that. You're already in my DMs. Okay. This is great. Okay, we're going to read this note. Dear Gary, my name is Eli, but I can't deal with that now. He said the line, guys. That's really funny. I'm 14 and a huge fan of your channel and reviews. Ironically, the first video I ever saw from your channel was the Hammond Collection Buck hate video. The hate video. Anyways, enclosed are some drawings I made, and I figured you'd appreciate them. They are hybrids, original, that's fun, that's really exciting, that I either freehanded or looked at an image to get a structural design. I made more of them, so if you would like them, I could send you some more anyway. I wanted to say hi and keep up the great work. P.S. I really enjoy when you talk about older toys you had as a kid, so you could make some of your retro reviews. I do love a retro review, and it has been too long. I'd like to make one on that old Pachyrhinosaurus toy. Maybe we could get into that. That's very nice. Thank you, Eli. And let's look at these cool hybrid drawings. Ooh, look at that dude. Whoa. Eli, you've got some talent. Look at that. Okay, let me read this and then we'll show it off again. Erycephalus, base genome, irritator, side genome, eupocephalus, appetite. It's got a little like meat and like a little fish emoji. The stats show that it's about 9 foot tall, or maybe 7 foot tall to the top of the back, maybe 9 foot tall to the top of his tail. And stats out of 10, aggression, he's 7 out of 10. Speed, 8 out of 10. Intelligence, 8 out of 10. Strength, 9 out of 10. 32 out of 40. I like that system. It reminds me of a certain dinosaur debate system. Look at that gorgeous thing. This looks like a Pokemon design, you know what I mean? Delta Tryon, good to see you. Yeah, scale chart and all. This reminds me of the kind of thing I was drawing all the time when I was about your age, Eli. That's really cool. Maybe you've got a future making dinosaur reviews, if that's the pipeline, making drawings like this. All my old drawings, me and my roommate, he kept some of the drawings from when we were like in middle school together, like early high school. And he has some, and for some reason there's just like big scale lines on it, but it doesn't make sense like this, because it's just like a drawing of a Brachiosaurus and it shows scale. Whoa! Sinotaurus, dude, that is awesome looking. Base genome, if you could not guess, Carnotaurus. Then we've also got side genome of Sinoceratops. Appetite is meat. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. If I had another Hammond Collection Carnotaurus, I'd take my Sinoceratops, I'd kit bash this, because that is so cool looking. The color scheme works great. He's got some amazing stats. Dude is strong. Well, actually, no. He's just got super strong aggression. Speed, 8 out of 10. Intelligence, 5 out of 10. Strength, 10 out of 10. He's a strong guy and an angry guy. Oh, Prehistoric Beasts. Glad to have you here. Oh, I didn't realize I should like these messages. I'm going back, and I'm liking Raptor's messages. Thank you for the donation, the Canadian money. That's very nice of you. Good to see you here. Glad to be back, by the way. Sorry, I'm just obsessed with this drawing. This is so cool. We've been opening straight peak so far. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this has sat around for a minute and I haven't seen it. Osip says, where's Todd? We can bring a Todd cameo out later. Wow, okay. He's a big boy. All of these so far would be fantastic custom figures, Eli. You should get some of them commissioned. And then finally, we have Madrachosaurus, which I'm guessing is Styracosaurus and Majungasaurus. Yep. It is an omnivore. That's cool. It's got a little note on it. Cover the frill, and it looks like Major from Chaos Theory. I don't know who Major is, but can you guys confirm? I'm covering the frill. Is this Major? Is that the Sinoceratops? The Spinoceratops? Wow. Okay. Some pretty good stats. I wonder who's the most powerful. It was Sinotaurus. Wow. I really like that one as well. That's pretty cool. I like him a lot. Madrachosaurus. My favorite has to be Sinotaurus. I mean, I wonder if there were real, you know, we have Carlophosaurus that has a big crest, but it's not this level of a crest. I wonder if there are theropods that had a crest like that are lost to the fossil record. Luke Hobbytime asks what happened to my Hammond collection, Ian. I don't know. He's in a box somewhere. I have not seen him for months. I bought him for like $5 at Ollie. Ollie's never thought about him again. He's just lost to time. Well, that was some very nice mail. Thank you guys. That was really cool. We have one last P.O. box before we can get to the hat. Woo! See that Smilodon wobbling up there? Okay, let me check chat for 5 minutes before we continue on. You guys are always like, oh, he put on slow mode. Why'd he put slow mode on? I didn't put slow mode on. And the chat goes so fast that I can't read a single message. Spino for Life says, I sadly bought my Indom from a scalper for $100. That's tough. Was it worth it? Probably not. Asks if people could watch their review because it costs so much. Everyone go check out Spino for Life. Whoop, it updated to Kaiju Kids saying, I love eating skin. Okay, well, good to see Blue Boy James. How you doing? Hey, hey. What does that symbol mean? Oh, it translates to nay, hey, hey, hey. Do I have the Hammond Collection Pyro? Who asked that? Dino Bro. I do not. I wish I did. SD Quinton says, I have the Hammond Collection Allosaurus. Smirk. Me too. I love him. He's pretty great. I'll be opening the Indom soon. Okay, we'll get to it. Actually, you know what? Because OSIP asked a minute ago. Let's go ahead and pull out Todd. OSIP, you did ask about Todd, right? Am I getting confused? Am I Boomer the Gremlin at the moment? This is Todd? And this is Todd's tail. Say hi, everyone, right? He's a good boy. We like him. What to say more about him other than he's my favorite guy? Because I'm moving soon. Sorry, OSIP asks why his tail is off. Because I'm moving and I started to pack up figures. And they fit better in a box when the tail is off. And I did not anticipate for some reason that I'd be bringing them out on stream. Got it? This is our beautiful boy, my Toddster. He honestly looks a lot more dull on camera here because it's my laptop camera, right? But he is a gorgeous boy. Whoa, 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 very nice. Point of view, you're a fish in the late Cretaceous. He's going. Do I prefer him over the JP3 one? Yeah. It was not a joke at the end of the video when I rated him 35 out of 35 points on the Dino debate. I actually really love him. D. Pooley asks an amazing question, which is, do I have room for the upcoming JP3 Brachiosaurus? Probably. I'm going to try. We'll make him fit. If he has to be like a coat stand, he will be. Maro Rex says, hello there. Currently, I'm waiting for Hammond Collection Indominus to be released in my country. Because last year we got Spino and Stego during early June and in discount era. I'm from Chile, by the way. Hello in Chile. Hope you're doing well. And I hope you're able to get that Indom soon. Nighthawk asks if the Indom looks worse than the Buck Rex. I don't know. They're both bad for different reasons. The Buck Rex just feels so half-assed. And this one doesn't feel half-assed so far. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't look like, well, it looks like they half-assed the design process. Burn the Hammond Collection Indom. Yeah. D. Pulley, your comment is insane. Never mind. Anyways, we're going to take this tail back off. No, I'm just going to put him back in the box for now. We'll get to that. I'm unpinning that comment, but I wanted everyone to see it. That was funny. Hugo Indominus says, Gary, what are your thoughts on Hammond Indominus? We'll get to it. But right now, we're going to go ahead and open this P.O. box. Where should I open it? I'm going to open it under. On top feels like the way to go, but there's so much to cut through. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. I love opening a P.O. box thing because you never have any idea what it could be. And I'm also so thankful for the people that send stuff to me. This could be a box of poop for all I know. It's don't send me that. It's been a while since I opened one of these with all that vacationing I've been doing. So there's really no clue. It feels hard. What is this? Okay, let's see if there's a note. Get to that first. It feels heavy, whatever it is. Woof. Wow, the Magna Carta here. Freaking massive thing. Hey, Gary the Goober, lol. Love your content, been watching for a while now. I have some old friends of mine that would feel more loved with you. That's sweet. One's better than the Hammond Collection Tiger, and the other... Oh! Okay, wait. I'm confused. One's better than the Hammond Collection Tiger, and the other would look great with the Hammond Baby Trike. Maybe if he's lucky, he'll earn a spot in the Council of Raptors, lol. Anyway, keep up the content, and if you ever find yourself in the Orlando area and want to go to Disney, hit me up. I work there. Give them a great home and cherish them like I did when I got them in 1997. What is this retro stuff? That is so cool. Regards, Ryan, in parentheses, Roar. P.S. I was the Ryan giving you all that money on a live stream one day. I'd rather support you than say dead meat. I used to love his channel, but then I met the real James behind the camera. Don't change and keep up the work and inspire others to customize their dinos. That's very sweet of you. Shade to dead meat, James at dead meat. I used to watch that channel a lot. I haven't thought about it in, gosh, probably like, what, better part of a decade. Ryan, that's very kind of you to send some stuff. Let's see what's in here. Oof. No way. We do have another Council of Raptors member. Look at this. This is the Kenner. Which raptor is this? This is a Lost World raptor, right? For a second, I thought it was the Utah raptor because it's so massive. But no, this is the Kenner Kenner Screaming Raptor, right? Let's see if he has a function that works. Do you twist the tail? Or the leg? There's definitely some sort of thing happening. No, this is not the Kenner Utah. The Kenner Utah is massive. It's giant. But this is a really cool looking raptor. I'm trying to figure out how the gimmick works. It looks like there's always a bit of like leg movement or something that does it. But this is really cool looking. Some of these Kenner ones are just so clean and durable and nice. And, you know, this thing's 30 years old. And it's holding up great. And it looks so cool. Yeah, okay. It's the electronic one, yeah. It's kind of what I was figuring. This is the best raptor Kenner's ever made. Wow. That's cool. Yeah, I wonder which Disney park Ryan works at. Is it Animal Kingdom? Wow, that's really cool. And since I heard there's a Triceratops companion in here, I'm assuming it's a Kenner Trike. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Oh, Stormy Cloud says push neck forward and back, it bites. Is that it? That's all the gimmick's supposed to be? Well, it works. That's cute. I like that. This guy. Is this a Hasbro Trike? Kaiju Kid says. Is this? It says JP something 4. It's a little scratched out. I had a knockoff of this toy. Boo, 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 boo. He's from JP3? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, the sculpt work does look very different between these two. But I'm not always too familiar with the Kenner lines. Does it say JP Site B? Yeah, it does say Site B. And so does this one, I'm pretty sure. Yep, it does as well. Got the big JP Site B. Woo. Well, that is very great. Ryan, thank you very much. Maybe I will hit you up if I ever come to Orlando. Wow, that's very nice. Thank you very much. That's great. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. We've got a couple more things to get onto, and I know everybody's waiting for it, and I'm pretty excited for it too. So what do you guys think? We should go ahead and get up to some Indominusing. Anthony Silva says, what do you think the... wait, where did the message go? Oh, no. Spino for Life says, what do you think the next wave for the Hammond collection is going to be? What would I hope, or what do I think it's going to be? I think we'll probably get the Indoraptor soon, right? But then I think maybe some more novel figures, hopefully. Maybe a Carnotaurus, maybe a T-Rex. But I don't know. I don't know. I would really love some more evolution stuff. I would love any evolution stuff. I would love the Utah Raptor. Rhino Dino says, dude, the screen is black. Did you turn your computer off? Try again. Okay, everybody else can see, right? I don't see any other comments about it. The next wave would be awesome if I had a Quetzalcoatlus and a Suchomimus. That would be great. I would love that. But I don't think that's happening. Connor the Raptor says, Gary, how was your trip to Jurassic Park? We saw the post. That would be really awesome. Or I was reading the wrong comment mentally. It was really awesome. I got this there. This is a joke. I got this at like Myrtle Beach or somewhere. Where? Yeah. Hawaii. I was in Hawaii recently. I went to a lot of the filming locations for Jurassic Park, which was really cool. We got to see a lot of Jurassic World and Jurassic Park filming locations. The Gallimimus field, we were there. That was really cool. Should we open this, or should we just wait a couple more hours? What do you guys think? Ooh. Man, little box tour. We have some graphics on the back. If you look at this big graphic on the front, it looks so much more white, and it looks proportionally so much better than the actual figure. If you look here on the side, do you see this tail? The Indominus Rex has a tail that's kind of very thin. It's very strangely proportioned for a large carnivore, honestly. But then if you look at this on the box, the tail's like really fat and thick, sluggy, right? It's a portent of things to come that I'm not too excited about this figure, frankly. My expectations are low because I've seen photos of it. But let's open it up. Yeah, people are saying it has the wrong color eye. I'm sure it does. I mean, doesn't Indominus have like kind of orangish colored eye? It looks like it has a red eye. Maybe he got pink eye or something. Let's open this boy up. Ugh. Get him out of the way. Boy, girl. Open this bad girl up. I remember when the movie was coming out and some of the toys said Big Boy on it. Because, like, I guess they weren't trying to leak the name yet. Like, that was important to not reveal. Cut all these little ties. Does anybody else remember when it was called Bad Boy or Big Boy? I don't remember. I think it was called Bad Boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, right? Try not to cut any of these quills when trying to cut it out. All right, nearly there. What's left? Some arm ties. Okay, here she is. No immediate quality control problems. The claws aren't painted, which kind of sucks. But what can you expect? It's only the premium collector line, huh? Let's get this big old tail out. All right. Oh, no, not really. I lied. All right. I got beef with this tail. I mean, the face looks bad, but I honestly might have more problems with just how fat this tail is. No fat shame, but this tail is horrible. And then we've got some hands and a big old hunk of gunk in there. Let's get these hands out. I think it's pretty dumb to include alternate hands with a figure and make them slightly different than the regular hands. What do you guys think? Oof. Is there more? Yeah. Because the Indominus Rex on the figure comes with hands that are like slightly open, slightly closed look, right? And then the alternate hands it comes with are slightly open hands, right? Let's go ahead and look at this. They're the exact same. What is the point? Here's the, let's go ahead and pull it off to show this easier. I hope it comes off easily. Oh, oof, a little tight. Here's the hand that came on it that is just like slightly splayed open. And here's the hand that was not on it that is noticeably a very different color. Am I the only one seeing that? That's like a completely different, this is like such a light brown. This is like almost greenish gray. What? Sure. Yeah. GrizZGG says hands don't come in all fours because it's supposed to represent the ACU fight where it picks up guys. That's why it has two of the exact same hands, just slightly different. What if they just made a figure that worked for every scene in the movie? But that's, yeah, that looks bad. Get them back on. We've got the little ACU tracker thing in here. I don't think it has tape on it. I think it should just be able to come out. But I'm having trouble with it. Give me a second. Ooh. Caden Create says, I believe the eye is red because it's the Camp Cretaceous version. It doesn't say it's the Camp Cretaceous one, of course, but I find that a more likely explanation. Not that it's supposed to specifically be the Camp Cretaceous one, but just I think, you know, like the Mattel designer looks up Google's Indominus Rex, right? And the first image that comes up is definitely Camp Cretaceous, or probably even at this rate, like an AI image. And the Mattel designer doesn't care, so that's what the figure is based off of, is like an inaccurate color scheme. Whatever. That's how it is. I'm trying to get this piece out without like damaging it. This feels kind of like it's not bending. I don't want to break anything. I do really like this Dino Damage accessory, guys. That's fun. I think that's great. The only thing is that it makes no sense scale-wise, but I get from like a practical reason why it's this big. Let's get it out. Here's a whole chunk of the Indominus Rex. It's funny. Squeal. But if you like watch that scene in the movie, the ACU tracker guy, right? He holds up the tracker in his hand, and it's about the same size as his palm. But this is massive. This is about half the height. If I pull out like a 3/4 scale figure, this is half the height of little Malcolm, right? That doesn't make any sense. He can't hold this in the palm of his hand, right? Ooh. But she does have a big wound on her. Let's get this in here. I do really like the detail on it. It's cool that it's a gory thing to put in it, and then it's also got this like little tracker in it. That's cool. But I wish it looked better. Okay, that's not really a satisfying click in place like I would have liked, but it's there, you know. Doesn't really sit flush. People are saying check the mouth flaps. I do hear that's a consistent problem with this figure. Mine look mostly fine. They look a little dirty, but they don't look broken. I know lots of people have been getting them like ripped out of the box. That's nice. Just go through the articulation. Neck seems not that loose. I mean, giving it a shake test, it seems a little wobbly, but it doesn't seem terrible. Arms seem out fine. Rotate fine. See this shoulder. Yeah, rotate out fine. It's all a little loose feeling, but it's not a bad. I've seen many videos of people falling apart, but she seems all right so far. Tentative. Oof, this ankle's tight. We got it. People are saying I have a ripped flap. Where? Show me. Did I miss it? Yeah, Prehistoric Beast Creation says absolutely the wrong colors, which it completely is. Where's this flap ripped? Oh, you guys talking about there? Yeah, there's a little bit of damage. You can see that. But it's so small that I didn't even notice it. If you could just barely see that. Right? But also, my Spino has that. It just came with that. I think that's been a consistent problem with these. Let's stand her up real tall. Let's get this tail in. There we go. There she is, all big and bad. Oof. And I don't know, gang. What do we think? The proportions just look stupid. They look bad. This tail is way too thick. Honestly, it looks bad bent in every pose. It kind of looks like the the Hammond Collection Brachiosaurus neck, where it looks bad in any pose. Yeah, do you see how wrinkly? Just bending it has caused horrible wrinkles, right? The paint is just mostly wrong, right? It's very gray, and it's way too dark gray on the back. And the Indominus is very gray. It should have a lot of gray. But do you see these white highlights for some reason just on the leg and nowhere else? On the back of the leg, there's these nice white highlights. The entire figure needs that. I am definitely doing that. I'm going to repaint it to have a nice white layer on top. Because this figure is not a bad paint job for a base for a white light, like, you know, a brush on top. Someone just left the white off the entire thing, right? Yeah, there's a little bit on the front of the head as well. If they just put this covering on the entire figure, it would look all right. The tongue is doing something weird. What? The tongue can't go down more than that? What do you mean? Mattel, are you stupid? I'm trying to. Maybe I'm articulating it wrong. No. The bottom jaw can move. It can move up. And it... What is that? Come on, my guy. Because you know how the Hammond Collection heads all have the bottom jaw and the top jaw move separately? Top jaw. And usually you're able to move the tongue down. It's like the bottom jaw can move up, and there it looks fine. But normally I'd like to articulate the head like that because it looks better than this. Because that looks unnatural, and this looks good. But then the tongue is in the middle, and looks like a little wiener. The Indominus Rex. Yeah, Rhino Dino Spino says extreme chompin' T-Rex flashbacks. That is it. Except that figure is actually fun and good. Why does the tongue not go all the way around? Why does it not? Oh, guys. I can't deal with this now. I think Mattel should have done better, too. Anthony Silva says, do you think the Hammond Collection figures look better in the past or still have the same quality as the ones now? I just put my Indominus on my shoulder. I don't know. It's kind of all over the board. I thought they were in a steady place of just moving better. And then this wave came out. Also, I can't get the mouth to stay closed. Do you see that? It naturally just kind of hangs open. And I think it's because that tongue is in the way. Yeah, Michael Moore says, I think the Legacy Collection one is better than the Hammond Collection one. And that is definitely for sure. I think every mainline Mattel Indominus is so much better than this one, which is just a weird shame. Why did that happen? The tail, if we're just going to run through, let's run through a list of things I like and a list of things I don't like. I'm going to put her up here. Things I don't like. The paint looks bad. Like the quality of it is bad and the colors of it are bad. If I look here on the back, look at some of these scales, like this one. I don't know if you can see this. Do you see the dark gray and then the light gray? Like they didn't fully cover it. It looks like half done. Like they just quickly slapped some paint on it. The paint looks decent on like the thighs and the legs here and on the front of the head. They should have covered the entire figure in that. The nails aren't painted. The hands are dark. If you look at the Indominus Rex, let's see how this image looks. No, it doesn't have the hands. The Indominus Rex definitely has parts where it's lighter on its body and parts where it's darker. The parts, like the hands are definitely lighter on the Indominus Rex, any render or screenshot of it you look at. And that's wrong. It should be darker on the back, and it should have darker shadows on it, but not this dark. This is way too dark. The tail proportions are just terrible. The Indominus Rex has a very short tail. That's kind of accurate how long the length of it is. It might actually be a little too long, but it tapers off very fast. If you look at it, like the last maybe 5 or 6 inches of it should be like super thin, like maybe thinner than this X-Acto knife. Maybe I should take a knife and just shear it off. That wouldn't work. The arms look pretty bulky and big, but they look a little better in person. You know, the ankles look kind of weird and fat, but that's just kind of what the Mattel joints look like. The neck is way too thick. And it's also a whole problem that Mattel has on all their Hammond Collection figures, and it's especially obvious here, is that the body is too round. That's a perfectly round tail. And that's not what a real tail looks like. If I'm able to straighten it out all the way so you can look down the barrel of it, that's just like a perfectly round joint. And same with the neck. It's a perfectly round connection. And that's not what a real dinosaur looks like. It should be very oval shaped, right? And all the joints have that problem. And then the head sculpt looks pretty bad. It just is way too thick, way too wide. It doesn't look as accurate as the Legacy one or the previous Camp Cretaceous one. Yeah, the teeth are horrible. Stop motion says squish the tail to fix it. What do you mean? Just like do that? Doesn't make a ton of difference. Still looks pretty bad and ugly. Doesn't fix that it's way too thick. You know, there's all these ball joints in it that do give it a nice range of motion, but then all the rubber, I mean, makes it look pretty ugly. OSIP says, stop shitting on the billion-dollar company with reference material while a third-party company does way better. They're trying their best. Really beating up on the underdog here I am, you know, right? You know, Mattel, they didn't have enough time to make this. They probably didn't, you know? Poor Mattel designers who clearly hate their job and are disinterested in it. See if I can get like a cool pose with it. Ooh. I mean, I am happy. The joints on it seem fine. I've seen lots of horror stories of terrible joints on these things, and my joints seem fine. That was, I think, my biggest concern. Uh-oh. This ankle is so tight that moving it is starting to crack this joint above it, just like the seam in the plastic. Watch here. Do you see that? If I start pushing it forward, it starts bending. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I jinxed myself. I jinxed myself by saying out loud that it was going to be all right. Oh, that we might need to take a hairdryer to that. That's not good. Prehistoric Beast Creations does the shit emoji because that's what it is. That's what it feels like. I mean, it looks pretty cool standing there. It's big. It has that going for it. That's kind of what all the Hammond Collection large carnivores have. Thank you for the donation, by the way. This is a bad time. I'm in a bad mood with this dinosaur. I wasted too much money on this. Your favorite only khaki says, Gary, when was it available on Target online? I got it May 25th. Or May 24th, I got it in Hawaii time, but it was like the morning of May 25th in EST. Yeah, Dragon Black says never seen a figure crack just because of the ankle joint. Welcome to the Hammond Collection. But speaking of figures that I'd like to crack, let's talk about a real baddie. This gorgeous girl. If you want to see an Indominus Rex with the proportions done right, let's talk about this girl. Let's talk about my homegirl, the Indominus Rex from Nanmu, the Berserker Empress, my queen. Do you see this really thin tail? That's super accurate. Do you see this very light gray color scheme? Oh my gosh, dude, perfect. Let's look at, compare the mouth. The Indominus has a very pink mouth, and you see its mouth a lot in the movie. Very pink mouth. That's super pink. That's great pink. What is this? This is dark red. I watched Jurassic World on a plane ride. I didn't watch it. My brother did, but I was next to him. And I just saw the Indominus Rex yesterday in the film. And any of you, look at these two side by side. Turn off the part of your brain that for some reason wants to defend Mattel and just tell me which one of these looks better, looks more like the Indominus Rex. Right? It's no contest. Which one looks like a knockoff product and which one looks like the Indominus Rex? It's no question. Prehistoric Beast donates again with the heart emoji face. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Stormy Cloud says, is that from China? Yes, it is. And if this is Chinese, then I'm saying ni hao. Like, this thing is amazing. Osip says, but they're trying. I do not think they're trying. Look at it. Look at this head sculpt. Oh my gosh. Look how clean that is. Look how good those teeth look. Also, I love the subtle blue to this dark gray on the neck and the back. It makes it look so good. And then the brown. The Indominus Rex is not brown. It's definitely. And what is this lipstick look where they've let the red bleed over a little bit and it just looks pink and terrible? Oh man. The only thing I think possibly this Mattel Indominus Rex has over this figure is just size is more impressive. But size doesn't mean anything if it doesn't look good. It doesn't look that good. But the only thing is the dino damage feature is pretty cool. And that's the grave of the Indominus Rex. Yeah. Yeah, they messed up her makeup. Indominus went to the salon. They messed up her makeup. Such a shame. She's my queen. I love her. And Mattel doesn't, which is a shame. Mr. Pickle Pounder want you to stop and think about your username. Asks how much it was. This guy, this girl, this big Indominus Rex is $59.99 on Target, right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. It's either $55.99 or $59.99. I think it's $59. The Indominus from Nanmu, Berserker Empress, was $98, I think, but I didn't pay for it because I have to thank today's sponsor. I got this from JP Fans, which I'll have a video on it very soon from them. So I'm very thankful to have sponsors that reach out to me. I have tons of sponsors who reach out to me, but you know, I kind of like to vet my sponsors. And JP Fans is a store I'm actually a fan of, so I'll just shout them out right now for free. They hooked me up with this as well as some other things. All of you on stream right now get a little sneak peek, right? But this Indominus from the Hammond collection is definitely not like a collector item, which is what the line tries to be, right? Right? Rhino Dinus has a slop fest, and that is what this is. That's what she is. She also has like some sort of glue residue on the neck. I don't know if you can see that right above my thumbnail. It's that white. That's not paint. It's just glue on it. Yeah, the eyes are the wrong color. What can you do about that? They're like a very muddy red. They're a dark red. They're almost the exact same color as the Triceratops from Creative Beast. Now, this girl's eyes are pretty red too, but it's just highlight the red, you know. The main pupil is yellow and gold with a black, well, I mean, the cornea. Is that the cornea or the sclera? Whatever. Its eyes are yellow. It is the first one without the glass eyes. Deep Pulley points that out. It is the first one without the glass eyes, and glass eyes would have been cool. Happy to see you again, Blue Boy James. Osip says he's high. Do you mean me? Do you mean Indom? Yeah, those eyes are very small. But the Indominus had some evil-looking small eyes. Let's see if we can get her looking mean. Yeah, I've seen all sorts of copes for why this figure is terrible. I mean, for why this figure is good, why we should forgive Mattel or whatever. I'm not buying any of it. I think they have the manpower and they definitely have the resources that if they wanted to make a great figure, they could spend time and make it. They just, I don't know. If it was, I like Hasbro a lot, right? I don't want to say bad things about Hasbro, frankly, but Hasbro sometimes I think there's an argument for what they call, they do it in your iPhones all the time. It's planned obsolescence, right? I don't have them with me, but Earthrise Optimus Prime is a pretty good toy, and plenty of people spent ridiculous amounts of money to get it because everybody wanted it. Transformers lore. Earthrise Optimus Prime was a pretty good looking toy. But then like a couple years later, like maybe 2 years later, the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime came out, completely blew that figure out of the water, and everybody forgot about the beast of the Mesozoic. Everybody forgot about the Earthrise Prime. Who cares about him? And I would say that's what, you know, Mattel is doing. They make a bad Indominus so that in 2 years they can make a good Indominus and everyone will buy both. But they don't make a better one ever. They just make a bad one. Right? Little Sung says, would you buy ACU Hammond Collection to display with Hammond Collection Indom? That would be really cool. I'm down for more vehicles. The Jeep looks really great. Unironically, looks like the best one. Osip says, Gary, this is making me depressed. Please unbox the Packy. Guys, for Osip, I think we should get to the Packy. Yeah, let's stop talking about negative things. Let's get to the good stuff. We can bring it back later. CM 5405 says this might be the only 1/18 scale articulated Indominus that's ever been officially licensed. And that's true, but I wish it was a good one. I don't think Edel is a company you should trust, but their Indominus does look better, right? There's only a couple 1/18 scale Indominuses. I'm going to stick its tail in my ear. Let's put her down. And let's get on to our next thing to open, which is the Indominus Rex. Oh, shit. Our next thing to open, which is the Pachycephalosaurus. I love this girl. She looked good. He has two of them. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to do a surprise this time like the Spinosaurus. I went ahead and got two of them because the quality control has been so bad on this figure. I've seen so many videos of it coming completely broken or with the mouth flaps ripped, and it looks like this one's mouth flap is ripped, that I just wanted to be safe. I went ahead and got two of them when the pre-order was available. So I was like, I can return one if it's bad. And I think I will open this. And if the quality control is good, I'm going to repaint it. Because I really want to repaint one to look like the camouflage Indominus Rex, right? Be pretty great. I don't know. What do you guys think? There's so many cool repaints you could do, and you guys know how I love a repaint. But I am thinking really big. What if I did a head replacement? Am I crazy for saying that? On Facebook Marketplace, I see the better head sculpt all the time for like $15. For some reason, you see the Camp Cretaceous Indominus Rex all the time. What if I bought that? What if I tore its head off and I replaced this guy's head? Because the teeth look so much better. The overall head sculpt looks so much better. It's thinner. It looks better. I'm sure I could somehow kit bash it. I don't know. It's an idea. And I would probably, well, if I was swapping the head, I'd probably just make it the regular color scheme. And then that would be my Indominus. And I'd take the other one and I'd make it the camo one. So I don't know. That could be a massive project. But it doesn't fix all the other proportional problems with it, as well as all the wrong detail stuff. Anyways, that's my thing. Osip says, I'll get Walter to do it. Call up my man Walter. Hey, Walter, I need you to make me an Indominus Rex. I need you to make me an Indominus Rex. That Spino says, I want to clarify. I want make you as a custom Sonic figure. Go ahead. Do it. I'd love that. I mean, tag me when you eventually make it. That'd be pretty cool. Boop. Packy time. Connor the Raptor says, Gary, can you make a watch grass grow live? Okay. Okay. I didn't come here today to be roasted by you. Let's open Packy. I have been pretty excited for this guy. Ooh. Beware, Packy has ball-jointed feet on. Is that a beware? Do the ball-jointed feet make it harder for it to stand? Walter, put your head sculpt away, Walter. I'm not doing a costume Indominus Rex right now, Walter. That's funny, Dragon Black. I like that. Remember when people were offended by the word Packy? No. Talking about like Pachyrhinosaurs. Pachyrhinosaurs took offense. I can't open this box, guys. I'm sorry. Stream's over. Oh, I ripped it. Shit. That Spino says, that's what I've been trying to you. Oh, it's got worse articulation. Stop motion Dino says, beware, he's bald. I need to make a short that was, if any of you guys watch Community, you know the part where he's like, I can unravel a man's mind. I can destroy you with any insult. And then he's like, he goes, you're bald. And he goes, "You're bald too." And he, "I'll kill you." I need to make that with this and the Stygimoloch. Okay, I'm just trying to push this box open without ripping it, but it is not going. This is scary. Oh, well, that's rough to hear. Rhinodinus Spinus says that Paki is like a racial slur for Pakistan people. And when they say it in Jurassic World, people got offended. That does kind of suck. But I didn't know that. And now that I know that, I'm going to feel bad if I say it. Damn it. When will I go bald? Hopefully never. My grandpa, who's pretty old, both of them are not bald. So, look at him. I like him. He's great. Let's get it out. I thought it came with the golden disc from Beast Wars for a second. Should we read the box first? Because that'd be a nice thing to do. Pachycephalosaurus wyomingensis. Wyomingensis. Thought it said Wyomingenesis for a second. Pachycephalosaurus was a bipedal herbivore and is the largest known pachycephalosaur. Fun fact. The structure of its extremely thick domed skull, as well as evidence of surface trauma, suggests a possible battering ram function for use as a defensive mechanism or in intraspecies combat, similar to today's bighorn sheep. I've heard recently a study that was saying that they more likely would have used the spikes on the side of their head to hit each other because their neck supports better motion for that, which is an interesting thing, but I don't know if that's substantiated. The anatomy of Pachycephalosaurus is mostly unconfirmed. However, as only skull remains have been described. But this is enough data to suggest that Stygimoloch and Dracoryx may have been synonymous with Pachycephalosaurus, representing different growth stages. And it's got all the stats about the dinosaur, as well as some features. And Sunset Drifter, good to see you. Look at this guy. Beast Wars. Hello Stop Motion says, Gary, who wins? Raptor Jesus versus Captain Underpants. Are those guys in the same level? Are they in the same, like, you know, fighting field? I wonder if they've met. Okay. That is our Packy Loose, a little guy. This was a birthday gift from my parents. Thank you guys very much if you're watching this. Stop Motion Dino Bro says, you versus me. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Your favorite only khakis is Gary the Dinosaur Casual TED Talk. Yeah, we try, you know. I do love it. It is great. Oh, Sunset Drifter says they were at the City Museum in St. Louis, Missouri. That is cool. Did you see any Pachycephalosaurs there? Huh? Oh, man, I would. Dude, an army of Pachycephalosaurs would be so cool. I would really like 4 or 5 of these guys. It's one of those guys where it's cheap relatively, and then it looks great, and it'd be so easy to army build it. I mean, it would not be efficient. It would not be cost effective, but it'd be emotionally easy. I'd have no problem with it. Let me get his other head out and get some other stuff. He is chunky. Oof, everything just fell out. I had a stand piece went down my arm. Sorry, I saw a comment. I wanted to say something too. What was it? Oh, you have to get another. Yeah, I would very much like to. A repaint of this guy would be so fun, wouldn't it? I don't really love the color scheme on it. I mean, it's fine. It just seems a bit much to me. There's a lot going on. There's blue and yellow and brown and green, and there's tan, and it's a lot, which is the usual Beast of the Mesozoic thing, but it just kind of looks a little basic. But I think a tan color scheme on this would look awesome. Maybe even like a Jurassic World color scheme, the Stygimoloch color scheme, tan and red. See if I can get this tail on without. Come on. Oof, ow. Okay. I am going to go get the I'm gonna go get the hair dryer. I'll see you guys in a minute. Don't go nowhere, okay? Okay, people, we are back. We've successfully attached the tail. We made it. Hello, everyone. Why are we all saying Gilbert? Stop that. I'm ending chat. This is gonna be a video where no one gets to chat. The hairdryer noise gives me BO round start vibes, like body odor. I'm kidding. Here's the boy. Look at him. He's long. I saw in the box that it said 8 inches long, which I did not think was going to be right. But look at that. That's great. I'm afraid to pose him too much because I just don't want to, these Beast of the Mesozoic figures, you usually need to warm up a bit first. But let's see if we can open his mouth. He has a mouth joint, surely. It's not wanting to move. But there's no way they'd make him without a mouth joint. It's just not struggling to move. Oh, because there's like a ball joint really close to it, which makes it hard to open. It's open on the box. Someone help me. Make it happen. He's bald. Boo. Blue Boy James says, Gary, what do you think of mac and cheese? My favorite mac and cheese is definitely Bob Evans mac and cheese, and that's all I've got to say on that. Let's see if we can get him to stand, because I have been warned that the ball joint feet make him hard to stand. Let's see if that happens. He's very wide. Whoop. Yeah, that is, I can feel it a little bit. Thankfully, he comes with a stand, right? He's cute. I'm a big fan of him. What else can I say? The color scheme's growing on me. I'm working my way. I really like this part of the tail, where it's this nice lime green and this brown with this other brown and this black fade. That looks good. It doesn't look as better here. It looks a little like messier here. And then as it gets yellow, I don't really like it. I think they just chose maybe one too many colors. But he is bald. Blue Boy James says, name it PP Peter. What am I supposed to do with that? I guess I have to name it PP Peter now, right? Boom. 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 Can I help you, sir? Why'd they make his head like that? I think I like this head a lot more. I mean, this one's kind of fun. It's damaged, the spikes, or there's a broken spike on this side. There's a big dent in it, but this one's a bit better. People are saying name him Bob. Guys, we already have a channel dinosaur pretty famous named Bob, right? We're not replacing him, especially after he replaced my car. Osip, I hope this is everything you've ever wanted with his Pachycephalosaurus. He is pretty cute. I like dinosaurs a lot, says the colors on the Pachy's head remind me a lot of the Pokemon Cranidos. He does look like a Pokemon. And there is a Pachycephalosaurus Pokemon. Is that Cranidos? Cranidos? His name, canonically, his name is PP Peter. So deal with that. Rhino Dino Spino says, when are you moving? I get the keys to the new place Tuesday. So then. But I have a while to move, so it'll be a slow process. But I'll be making videos in the meantime, hopefully. Just been very busy with going to Hawaii and getting. I was sick for like a week that I was planning on making videos. Oh, come on! I just want this mouth to open. Let's see if we can make it happen. Try not to break your nail opening the mouth. Yeah, I really hope I don't. I guess I'll go heat it up later. Connor the Raptor says, I claimed Gary's roof once he moves out. You claimed my roof when I was still living there. Life will find a way, right? Any good budget Transformer figures, G1 or Beast Wars? I don't know about budget, but there are plenty of good Transformer figures. I do really like the Transformers Legacy Optimus Prime, the one who's just based off the G1 toy. I think he's just called G1 Toy Universe Optimus Prime. So if you're going to get a little G1 toy, get him. Let's go ahead and assemble the stand because I got nothing better going on. I don't got a Smilodon to get to. A second Indominus Rex, maybe. Okay, little thing. Just a basic small little stand. Actually, it's very small. It's very short. Usually they're a bit taller than this. That's it. That's this guy's stand. Let's see if we can get him on it. He seems like he doesn't totally need it, but it definitely helped for some action shots. Or if these ball joint feet give out. Guess we should get all his other feet out, right? What did I miss in chat for 4 seconds? Desi Rex says Gary the Gooner is hiding 8 tons of pickles in his toilet. No. How did you know about that? How did you know that's where I keep my Grillo's pickles? What? Oh, little plastic ties just fell everywhere. Ooh. Come on. Should we do a size comparison? Or is it with the Nanmu Indominus Rex? Sure. PP Peter is new channel mascot. Deal with it, haters. Too bad. That Spino asked for Beast Wars suggestions. It's my favorite Beast Wars figure that I have. I really like, I have Thrilling 30 Waspinator. I think the new Kingdom one is pretty much just like a straight translation of that figure. Get that. Or the Beast Wars Dinobot. Got to stick to my roots. My favorite is probably the Kingdom Optimus Primal, but I think he's pretty hard to get. He goes for some money. Ooh. We got the 2 sets of alternate feet. Did somebody just say Hammond Collection Indominus Rex? Yeah, here she is. Say hi. Say goodbye. Ooh. Is there. Have I found the Survival Dunkleostes? No, I have not, but I have been looking. You know that. I have been trying to find it because that is a toy I would really like to get. I have mixed feelings on it, but just the sheer excitement over a somewhat paleo-accurate Dunkleostes, that's just enough to get me going, you know. Do I wish it looked a little less like cartoony? Yeah. But am I happy that they made a Dunkleosteus and it's not like super long? That's great. That's good. There's the Packy box done and dusted. Tons of Packy accessories all over my desk. Brown Bigfoot asks if I will be getting the Hammond Collection Scorpius Rex. And I will. It just might take some time because no one wants to give it to me. Walmart is withholding Scorpius from me. I'm just going to get some decoration in the background. Little Packy. Little Packy. Little goober. Oh, good to see you. Prehistoric Beast Creations has to go, but I'll see you later. Thank you for being here. We have already named him. Caden Creates asks me to name him Jerry, but that's not his name. His name is PP Peter. That's just the deal. I can't change it, unfortunately. It's set in stone. I wish I could. Can't. That's just how it is. I don't make the rules. I just abide by them. Why not Bob? Because we already have Bob. Bob is the Stegosaurus. PP Peter versus Gilbert. Who wins, Todd or Gilbert? Todd. Who wins, Todd or PP Peter? That's a tough question. Building the Gary the Gremlin cinematic universe. When I eventually make the 4-hour Gary the Gremlin movie, it's going to be about PP Peter and Todd and Gilbert versus the Dryosaurs. Yeah, the Dryo Mafia movie. Real ones know. I think it's funny how much the Dryo Mafia movie like spread and like it became a channel meme for like that video. The Dryosaurus video, I think, only has like 20,000 views, which is relatively not that much. There's our little gang of guys. Our dinos from Ryan, our Kalkies, Todd Spino, this horrible Indominus Rex, some this nice birthday gift packy. Only 20K. Okay, listen. We've got one last guy, which is our little Smilodon. I had to look around for it. Wow. This one I've been so excited for. Diego. That paleo dude says, what is your opinions on Colossal Bioscience attempting to bring back a dire wolf? Colossal's attempt at bringing back a dire wolf is the equivalent of if I ate a pack of Skittles, pooped it out, and was like, oh, I attempted to bring back a pack of Skittles. It's like 99.9% a gray wolf DNA, and it's like it's not even dire wolf DNA in it. They just like genetically altered it to look a little bit more like a dire wolf, but not really. It just looks like they're obviously just like a tech company that's trying to pretend that they are interested in science. Yeah, CM says Colossal Biosciences basically did what John Hammond did with a tiny elephant in the novels to scam investors. It's just publicity. They've never written a genuine study, and it's just all fluff. It's fluff pieces. So that's what I think about that. Let's open this Smilodon. I think, can I get on my soapbox for a second here, Gremlin Gang? Can I get on my pedestal and talk to you? I think it would be really cool if instead of bringing back dead species, if we just tried to keep the ones we have right now alive. Tigers and elephants and rhinos and all these animals that are so famous in our culture and everybody knows what they are, but they're on the brink of extinction, you know? Things like the California condor that almost went extinct and are just barely hanging on because of the efforts of people to keep them alive. And it would be so much cooler if we kept those alive instead of trying to make some fake dire wolf that looks nothing like a dire wolf. But it's not as exciting to say we should be better people and keep our animals alive. But that's why I care about dinosaurs, because I care about animals. They're kind of they're a big moral fable, aren't they, dinosaurs, to be like, oh, these all died, and this is what could happen to us. Osip says, we have a white gray wolf. Yeah. Gary, what do you think of Koolasuchus? I think he's pretty cool, if I had to say so myself. Let's open up this big kitty. Ooh, little kitty cat. I don't know what accent that was. I guess that's my accent when I see a kitty cat. When I was, Gunpal says, if the French are endangered, should they be saved too? Reserve my opinion on that one. A lot of people are saying you are the GOAT, and that's very nice. What was I saying before that? I was answering some question. Anyways, here's our little Smilodon, our big kitty. I like him. He's thin, but it's so cool. I held out for so long. I really wanted the bigger Smilodon, but I waited because I'm like, I know they're going to make a one in scale with everything else. And that's what I want, is I want one in scale. And it looks so cool. Look at it on the Indominus. Wow. The Indominus looks like 2% better because it's in the presence of the aura of this figure. Rawr. This figure, Opally0 asks what scale it is, which good question because I'm waffling on about it without actually saying. It is 1/18 scale. The original Big Kitty, the Smilodon, was 1/12 scale. And yeah, so is all the new ones. Agent Cappy says, waiting patiently for the 1/18 scale Kellinkin, the big death bird. Yeah, most of the Beasts of the Cenozoic figures are 1/7 or 1/12 scale. Why? Just make them 1/18 scale with everything else. They get, yeah, better articulation. And then 1/12 scale allows them to be in scale with like 1/12 scale humans. But I would just rather have, well, I get why, because it makes them bigger, but I'd just rather have this. So that's why I waited for it. Oh, look at him. Meow. Meow. Matt Gorgo says, if you could be gifted a custom figure from any creator of any species, what would you get? That's a tough question. I don't know what creator, but I would really like a Hammond Collection Utah Raptor. That'd be really cool. But I would really like a Hammond Collection scale Cotylorhynchus. I would really like a Beast of the Mesozoic Cotylorhynchus. Let's call it that. Ooh, excuse me. To go with my Scutosaurus. Yeah. That's what he's saying. Frying Nemo says, the only part of Colossal I like is when they do actual conservation and not a fan of resurrecting the dead when living or struggling. I agree with that. Do they do conservation efforts? Because I haven't seen that. If they do, power to them. Yes, based off the evolution design for the Utah Raptor, obviously. I mean, best Jurassic Utah Raptor design. Frying Nemo says, make it stretch. Pause. Let's make him stretch. Just taking a big nap, Mr. Diego, and he's gonna get his kitty stretch in. It's big stretch. Look at him, big stretch. I do not have a cat, but thankfully I finally do. I want a pet cat so much, but I'm just not in a good place to have one. I don't want to have one in an apartment. I mean, you can have a cat in an apartment, that's fine. But I want to be able to take it financially if I needed to take him to the vet or something. But I love a cat so much. When we were in Hawaii, a lot of the like kind of more rural areas, like the state parks and stuff, and more foresty areas, have just stray cats everywhere. And that was really cool to see. We went to Oahu, we went to Hawaii, the main island, And then we went to Maui, and Maui had so many cats, and I felt for all of them. But they were living their best life. They're free, and they're just like hanging out. And I'm gonna pull the hair off this guy so I can give him a mane, and I'm gonna swap his head for this because he comes with this big screaming soy jack Smilodon. I like that. And he comes with this alternate neck fur piece. And then he comes with a lot of paws. Let's see if we can get those in. A lot of paws. He's so cool. Can we name the cat Triple T? Am I missing a reference? Is Triple T, is that not a tank from G.I. Joe? Duh, they done scalped him. Can I name him Chesburger? Guys, drop your Smilodon names in the chat. I think I may just call him Diego. While you guys drop your names, I'm going to crawl under my desk to find the piece that just snapped off. Woo! You guys let me know if I miss anything while I'm down here crawling around. Okay, I found it. We got it. Oof. Just knocked my desk over. Screaming Soy Jack Smilodon versus Relaxed Soy Jack Pelican. South America Circle 7 million years ago. Oh my God, a T-Rex. We're not naming him Bob. You guys got to get better things than Bob. Dog or Diego. Dude, it's dog. Like D-A-W-G. Holy, what? I missed a Quetz flying by? What? Puss in Boots. Abel. I like that. That's cute. Simon. Is there like a saber-toothed tiger named Simon I'm forgetting? Frank. I would like to see a custom paint job on this. But what would you do? I guess saber-toothed tigers probably don't really live. Is a Smilodon the same thing as a saber-toothed tiger? Why have I never considered that before? Right? Oof, Mohawk Michael. Billy. Or Billy from Jurassic Park 3. He's a little kitty. I wish he had a more of a. This joint seems like it can't move at all. Don't call it a saber-toothed tiger. Did I commit a sin against Cenozoic cats? Give him mini sunglasses. That would be really cute. I am a fan of him. He is not that articulated, frankly. Like, well, actually, that's pretty good. It's all right. Breaks the sculpt a lot. The side articulation, it can bend. It just, look at that giant gap it leaves. But I'm sure you can get some great poses out of this guy. I just need to heat him up first. Let's see if I can pop his head off. He is really stiff, yeah. We're going to have to work with him a lot. But hey, that doesn't look that bad already. I'm just excited to have any Cenozoic stuff. I've just been waiting for when... oh, gosh, that's tight. I'm not pulling this head off without some sort of heating, I don't think. His neck came off. Just been waiting for 1/35th scale Cenozoic stuff. I mean, not 1/35th scale. Gosh, they have that. They have the mammoth. Waiting for a 1/18th scale. They do have the 1/18th scale mammoth now. I would like him, but it was kind of between him and the Stego. I could still buy it, and I had to go Stego. Oof, come on, get on there. That's not a good sound. Do you guys hear that? Listen. Oof, that's not cool. Well, yeah, this is not a saber-toothed tiger. It's an outdated thing to say because they are lions, of course, but that is the conventional name. Be careful, don't break it. Oh, look, I got it on, almost. It's not really on. I do not want to snap those teeth. Put him out of his misery. We're not going to play with that too much more. I do not want to risk breaking him. I'm going to put his box away. Ooh. Hey, these packaging, always. Oh, I guess we should read the big chat, right? They aren't lions either, Gary. What are they? Please correct me. I do not know much about Cenozoic stuff, frankly. Dinosaurs are more my expertise. I do know a bit about ancient human evolution, but not much about kitty evolution as it goes. They're just cats. He's just a cat. He's not a lion. We can't call him a lion. Is he related closer to like a panther? Or like a, he's just his own thing. They're their own group of cats that are extinct. Okay. The best known of the saber-toothed cats Machaerodontinae. They call it Machaerodontinae. Smilodon is known for its powerful forelimbs, big forelimbs, and unusually long upper canine teeth. You can see those. This robustly built feline once occupied both North and South America and is currently represented by 3 species: Gracilis, Fatilis, and Populator. The most popular. The latter, Smilodon populator, is known to have lived in Brazil and surrounding areas and is the largest of the 3 species. Populator was a mega carnivore, hunting large mammals in open grassland habitats. Its prey included toxodonts, lipoterns, ground sloths, and glyptodons. I hope we get a ground sloth. That would be pretty cool. Or a Gigantopithecus. That would be really neat. I would like that. Power 4. Guys, don't do this to me. Let's see. Okay, the Andrewsarchus is 1/18th scale. So is the baby mammoth and the adult mammoth. Why is there just like random 1/12th scale? Because then like the Andrewsarchus isn't in scale with like, you know, the Calican and the other Smilodon. It's dumb. I don't know. Gary, what's that disgusting gray thing behind you? That's mean to say to Megatron. I want to call him disgusting. Yeah, I do love a terror bird. I would like to get more of them. How is the Calican going to balance without a stand? Hopes and dreams. I don't know. Oof. Pulled off his head. He's bald. He's bald and he's hurting people who have hair. Oof. Don't be like me, kids. Don't risk breaking your Smilodon because you're too lazy to go to the bathroom to warm him up. He's very pretty. Let's see if we can get a fight scene with every dino / cat / hybrid, whatever you want to call Indominus Rex. Sloopy Poopy, welcome to the stream. Sloopy Poopy says, I had a horse named Mayo, and sometimes mayonnaise. Osip says, would you rather be bald or French? And that is the kind of emotional, manipulative question that I don't want to deal with tonight. That's a horrible thing to ask someone. Would you rather be bald or would you rather be French? Would you rather be dead or would you rather be died? What do you mean? I'd rather eat mayo. I'd rather meet the horse named Mayo. Hammond Collection Indominus Rex leg joint. It's gonna be the death of me. Why did they make him so stupid? Her. Oh gosh. Man, we got one shot at a Hammond Collection Indominus Rex, and Mattel done messed it up, and that makes me mad. But anyways, let's see if we can get her to hold a kitty. Ooh. No, those hands don't have enough grit to it. Maybe these hands do? see if we can test it before swapping them. Yeah, that's a bit of grip. I mean, yeah, I wish we could come up for a name for this guy that's as perfect as PP Peter. PP Peter is great. Can PP Peter commit tax fraud and murder and get away with it? Only time. Excuse me. Only time will tell. Binky. Is Binky supposed to be the name for the cat? Binky's pretty good. Am I missing something? Is PP Peter a name from something, or did you just have that in your repertoire? Who said that originally? I thought it was Blue Boy James. PP Peter. Peter. The horse is here, Peter. Do you know what I mean when I'm like, I look at this Hammond collection Indominus Rex and it gives like, it gives Brian Griffin from Family Guy vibes. For bad vibes, not good vibes. Boo! The red of its mouth is almost the same color as my red thing I'm wearing, my red sweatshirt. Connor the Raptor says, Gary, are you a chair? Please confirm. Gary confirmed for chair? 2026? See if we can get the guys from today fighting each other. Tiger Stripper? Why would we call him that? He doesn't, we don't know that about him. Let's see if we can get the Packy in on it. Smacking him. Binky is the way to go. I'm thinking about Binky. I'm also thinking about Poo Poo Lois. We can't do Pee Pee and Poo Poo. the Pee Pee Lois or Poo Poo Lewis. Poo Poo Lewis. Today's stream represented. These guys are watching as like judges to see who wins. Well, he's not going to stand, but the trike will be a judge. That's great. I guess we've got a new retro review we can do. We can compare this with the Hammond collection one. Look at that jaw flapping around all willy-nilly. Sloopy Poopy says, Gary, I'm late. What are your thoughts on the gray shit bag? I haven't opened it yet, so I guess we should go ahead and get around to opening the Hammond collection Indominus Rex. Right? Does anybody want me to open it? That's a little Gary humor. Okay. Gary says, or Opsip says, Gary genuinely hasn't made a short in ages. I'm working on it. We're going to make a short at some point. I'm going to start trying to get back up to like, do you remember I used to make 4 shorts a week? We're going to try to do that again. I think I got some ideas. It's just hard to do like a ranking series again. I really liked when I was doing the ranking series, but then it's just too much to keep that going all the time, right? I don't know. He's pretty good looking. Gary the Gaslighter. Who am I gaslighting? Ranking the Nanmu Smart series. I guess I am getting to the point that I could do that. I've got what? 4 or 5 of them. Rank chat name suggestions. Ranking members. I can't say favorites, but Gary the LARPer. Okay. Gary the Gassy. That's the end of the stream. Goodbye. Come on. I can't deal with that now, for real. Chat, was I too harsh on the Hammond collection Indominus Rex? Look at how stubby that tail looks. It's the worst thing ever. Look at that. It's nothing. Oh, do you know what I can show off? I saw a comment that said it. Where is it? Will there be a T-Rex comparison when new Beasts of the Mesozoic 2.0 version comes out? says Agent Cappy. Let's talk about T-Rex for a minute, because I do have a T-Rex I'm working on. I think we could pull him out and show him off. Oh, I'm getting sleepy though. I wake up early for work, and I got work tomorrow, so we are probably going to wrap things down soon. You know what? About a 2-hour stream now. In this box is wonders. What? Sloopy Poopy says, Gary, I've always pondered what emotion you feel when you see the name Sloopy Poopy in your chat every stream. I'm going to be honest, the exact same emotion I felt when someone said PP Peter. PP Peter, right? Sloopy Poopy and PP Peter sitting in a tree, KISI. Okay. Who said they done amputated her? Yeah. Hammond Collection Indominus Rex needs that Brazilian, what do they call it? Like the knee surgery. Needs it for the tail. What's wrong with PP Peter? Nothing. It's a great name. Gary the Repainter. Should we see a repaint? Should we see what's in this box? I posted a photo of this. First up, we've got a completely unpainted base that I really need to get around to. It's 2 a.m.? That's crazy. OSIP says it's 2 a.m. where they are. Only straight G's will recognize this T-Rex color scheme. By that, I mean everyone saw the post, so everyone recognizes this. I have a lot of work left to do on this. I've got eyes. I've got a lot of detailing. I've got claws. I've got the entire inside of the mouth. I've got detailing on all the leg parts that I need to get to. Well, some more on the tail. There's so much with these beasts in the Mesozoic Rexes because they're so big, and they come with 6 total alternate feet and 4 total legs. Connor the Raptor says he's the Rex from that book that no one knows the name of. I think I had this image of this Rex in a yeah, that's right, Sloopy Poopy. It's the Lost World Buck T-Rex design. It's exactly what it is. No, this is from a National Geographic T-Rex. Was it Dino Encyclopedia? That sounds right. I knew it from a National Geographic book that it was the cover of. I know that illustration showed up in a lot of places. And something I'm excited to talk about in the video is the artist who painted this T-Rex for that. If you look it up, his name is, I forget, but I'll mention it in the video for sure. The artist who painted it has painted T-Rex for his entire career since like the early 2000s. He's painted T-Rexes all the time, and he always uses the exact same color scheme with the exact same, like not the exact same, but like pretty similar stripe placement and everything. I think that's fun. I really love that kind of consistency in his work. If you look up this T-Rex design and you look up, let me find what his name is. I think it starts with an M. Mart something. It's a Spanish name. Let me look up National Geographic T-Rex. I've had a lot of tabs open looking at this guy. Oh, Franco Tempesta is the artist's name. I was completely far off. Franco Tempesta. And if I can't see chat right now because I'm just looking at it on another time. Okay, well, someone already said it. Franco Tempesta. And if you look at his artwork and you Google T-Rex Franco Tempesta, the exact same color scheme. That's cool. That's really neat. Yeah, Rhino Dinospino says, that guy made my childhood. Connor asks if I'm being held hostage by Dryo Mafia. No, I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm not being held by the Dryo Mafia. I wouldn't say anything about it because they're not here. But yeah, this is an all right figure. Someone asked about the articulation on it, I think. The articulation is stiff, but if you really work with it, you can get it to happen. I posed it a lot when it was unpainted. Excuse me. Messed around with it. Yeah. Use your Moza to slime the Indom. That probably will happen. Isn't it crazy, the size difference between these two? There they are right beside each other. They're about, Packy is about the size of his head, right? It's just really cool. I mean, Smilodon curled up could fit inside his mouth. You want me to throw this at you? Big fan of this guy. Can't wait to have him be done. He will be the crown jewel of my Beast of the Mesozoic accurate dinosaur shelf, right? Yeah, recreate the scene from the dinosaurs with the Rex and Packy. This is a deep lore cut. Let me point at you with my T-Rex tail. There was this comic book I would rent from the library all the time, and so many of you will definitely know this. But it was, I think it was just called Dinosaurs, a comic. And it had a bunch of just funny little dinosaur comics from a paleontologist who was also, I guess, a cartoonist. And one of them is just a T-Rex walking around. And all of the things would be funny, but they'd also have like information in it, just kind of naturally delivered. And one of them has a T-Rex that's walking around and is just like asking dinosaurs how much they weigh. And it's just like a device to tell you how much a dinosaur weighs. And then the bit is that the T-Rex is trying to find the perfect sized meal because T-Rex ate 400 pounds of meat a day. Pachycephalosaurus weighs 400 pounds. That's it. Doesn't sound funny when I say it like that. But to me, to childhood, 12-year-old Gary the Gremlin, funniest thing I've ever seen. Blue Boy James says, Gary, go as high as you can and drop the Indom. What do you mean get high? I don't have any weed on me. Final thoughts on this gal? No. Who buy the hammer correction megalodon? Who buy the hammer collection megalodon? Who buy the hammer collection Megatron? I got the hammer collection Megatron right here. Oof. Come on, girl. Okay, someone asked for the hammer collection Megatron. Hammer correction, sorry. So let me get my hammer correction. Yeah, so for the hammer correction Megatron, I think he's pretty cool. I think he's better than the Siege Megatron. I think the colors are nice. I welcome a bit of blue. I know a lot of people were upset about that, but I'm pretty happy about it. Do I entertain you? Do I entertain you a lot? My equilibrium disabled. Ah! Transformers, the original cartoon, is such just a wacky thing going on. I can't believe they made that. My hammers are wrecked. What are we doing here? Are you guys going to go to bed soon? I'll just leave the stream on while I go to bed. I'm eating cold chicken nuggets with my expired honey mustard. That's very great. Yeah, I do have a hammer laying around because what if Gilbert sneaks into my room at night? What am I going to do? Do I have anything else fun to show off? I do have another box to open. I have the, but I'm not going to open that on stream. I have the Target exclusive, like Legacy Collection, whatever it's called, or the Legacy Reimagined Giganotosaurus versus Therizinosaurus, which is an exciting set. Actually, it might be the most excited I've been to get something in a minute because this is a fun looking box set. I also got it for 25 bucks. I'll go grab it. But I'm going to open it for the video I filmed for it because I'm excited to make a video for it, and I'm going to make like a repaint touch-up dealio with it because I love the colors on them. They just need a little bit more effort to make it look good. I'm going to put like a dark wash on everything. I'm going to do details like claws and whatever. You know, I'm looking at the screen right now. Call me crazy. The Hammond Collection Indominus doesn't look bad right now. Out of focus, in the background, hidden. And that's the review you want of a $60 figure, is when you look at it a little distracted, it looks good. I just dropped a piece for my Packy and I need to find it. So I'm going to crawl around on the floor again. But you guys let me know if anything untoward or strange happens, if there's a ghost or something, okay? But I gotta, where's my phone? I need a flashlight. I have a big shag carpet. Ooh, okay, bye. Oh, where are you? Come here. I wasn't even doing a bit so I could put the T-Rex on screen again. Cameron, I just lost the stand part. I cannot see it at all. Is everybody having a good night? Is this peak content on the channel? Me rolling around off camera? Oh, there it is. Oof. Wait, no, I lost it. I saw it and then I lost it because I looked down to pick up a leaf. Why do you guys watch this? This is nothing. Where is it? Huh? No. Oh. Come on. Guys, I'm going nuts. I'm going crazy. And the stand piece fell into the void. I've lost it. I'm imagining a person rewatching this stream, and at this point, they just like they slap their forehead, and they're like, "What is this?" It fell into Megatron's dark energon black hole, or whatever he had in the comics. David Silva took my stand part back. I think that was a part for the Smilodon. Where the hell is it? I literally watched it fall. How could it get this lost? If I don't find this within like 2 more minutes, I'm ending the stream because this is ridiculous. What? This is not going well. Roll around it. You'll find it. Trust. There it is. Oh. Thank you, Raptor Jesus. Gary the Absent. This is because I've been up since 4 in the morning. This is the revelation telling you shouldn't have bought the thing twice. Gary the Greed. That's how it is. Gary in the stream at this point. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go get the Giganotosaurus and I'm going to go get the Therizinosaurus. All right. I'm going to leave the mic with the Packy so he can say something. David Silva showed up while I was gone. Oh my gosh. Really? Okay, see you guys. Get that out of here. That's fun. That's great. Did did PP Peter say anything mean while I was gone? PP Peter, new channel mascot. Could the T-Rex and Indom mate? Sloopy Poopy asks. It's a good question. Think the Indom and a raptor could mate? While I was gone, the Packy PP Peter leaked my credit card info. This is actually a really fun set. I like it a lot. For $23.99, you can't beat that. Let's see if the Giganotosaurus has some things to say. That one's all right. I've always thought stomping sound effects are kind of dumb on a figure. That's just me. Maybe it's fun for if you're a kid. Any kids out there, you shouldn't be watching this. That's all right. That's not the best. I think the next one up is my favorite one. There's one really cool sounding roar. So let's try it again. It was not that one. That sounded like nothing. I like that one a lot. I think that's pretty cool. I made it sound a lot worse, but trust me, you had to be there. Okay, I think it's cycled through again, right? Yeah. The stomping sound effects are so dumb. We all know I had the old was it Stomp and Chomp? Whatever the Jurassic World 2015 one was. And rough stuff, man. That toy would just randomly go off in my room at night when it was not being messed with at all. Let's get Indom perched up there so you guys have to look at it. It's your punishment for being subscribed to this channel. Oh, will she balance? Look at that. She hardly even bending it. I wish I had the Indominus Rex. You're not missing out on a ton, frankly. It's fun, but it's not as good as it could have been. Ugly gray bird. Yeah, that's my thought. Move the Indom or else. Yeah, this box is massive, which I think just adds to it being really fun. I can't wait to get this guy out and paint him up a little bit. The Therizinosaurus is not bad either. Got just like a little slashing feature. It's pretty good. Classic kind of Kinner-esque thing happening. Okay. I think we've about exhausted it. I'm a little delirious tonight. I'm just so tired. I think we're gonna wrap up. The Indom is trying to aura farm, but fails so miserably. That's her character, isn't it? She tries to aura farm the whole movie, but still makes it out not as memorable as the Spinosaurus. I mean, I think the Indom is a fun figure for repainting it or customizing it, probably. I think a lot of Hammond Collection figures are great bases for that. But I don't think the actual figures are ever that good. Gilbert versus Hammond Collection Indominus, which one is worse? It's actually a tough question. For the price, Gilbert is still probably worse because that figure costs $25 while it's just like actual garbage. I mean, the Indominus actually at least has like, you know, articulation and stuff. Blue Boy James says, Gary, are you unemployed? No, but I could be if you want to donate $5 billion to this stream. So think about that. Okay. Excuse me. I am Gary the Gassy today. I had ravioli for dinner. I don't know. Maybe that had something to do with it. Dingus, I know you're watching. Not now, but I know you'll be watching this in the future because he watches every video, and thank you for that. And the next stream will probably be the Ava building stream. And if I've been delirious on this one, that one's going to be rough. I really like to do, because you guys let me know. I've really wanted to do a drawing stream, and I want to do some more model kits. Duck in a trash can. Thank you for being here. OSIP donated $5 quadrillion. Quit the job, bud. It's very nice of you. How do you do the big thing? Because I know, and you like members can make the donate message appear without donating. How do you do that? It's weird. Anyways, Gary, just buy a 3D printer. I wish, bro. I wish I had one. No, I'm not gonna unbox this tonight. We're gonna wrap it up soon. But I don't know what I was gonna say, but members get to do that once every stream. Interesting. I've never been a member before, so I don't know. John Dragon donated 1 cent. Resign now. I don't think I resigned. I think I just quit. But that's not happening anytime soon. We're going till they make a real dinosaur, and I'm reviewing it, and I'm being eaten by it. And that's the Indominus Rex. Whenever, what are they called? Collider gets around to making their dinosaur. All right. You guys have a very good night. Thank you, all of you that have watched through the whole stream. If you missed the Indominus unboxing, you can go back and watch it, because I know that's what everyone was here for, right? Thank you guys all for being here. All right. I'll see you guys. Goodbye. Thank you for being here. All right.